Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Rahah Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well. And Shalom to the Holy elect that's continually laboring in this truth, in all faith, true sincerity, giving our diligence to make your calling and election sure. Shalom. Now, our topic of this video is going to be entitled, well, I'm going to entitle it as Hegelian Dialectic, which is a term used by the wicked elites, which is the elites of Esau or Edom, which Edom is, or should I say the nation of Edom is what you would call the so-called white man today. All right, that's their true biblical nationality. And Hegelian dialectic, just to break it down in simple terms, the Hegelian dialectic is pretty much pressure from above and pressure from beneath, in which that's why you have this image that I have in front of me right now. It's called problem, reaction, solution. All right, now if you look at it, which this image would tell you itself, it says problems are engineered to provoke fear and outcry, and then reaction, which is the public shock and outrage, is channeled through media control, in which that's also true because the media is controlled by the same entity that created the problem. All right, and therefore is pushed out in the media to further their own agenda, so the people can react to it, and then they will have to create a solution, which that leads to the third description in the image. It says the public willingly and unquestioningly accept the solution in which they make. So it makes them seem like the heroes, but they're the ones that create the problem. All right, and this is the method that's has been used for years now. All right, and actually, what prompted me to do this lesson through the Spirit was I ran by an article on Reuters, right, on the news. Which I got a news app on the phone. It says hundreds of thousands set to march for tighter U.S. I believe this is concerning gun control. All right, because in the description it says hundreds of thousands of Americans are expected to rally nationwide on Saturday for tighter gun laws. All right, in March for our lives. Okay, and also Slovakia as well. If I had to put the phone down from time to time, I'm here at my job. 7:29 in the morning. If I have to sit the phone down, bear me for a minute. It says protests led by survivors of the Florida school massacre, which reignited public anger over mass shootings. All right, what's going on? It's like you got to put the phone down for a second. Okay, Slovakia. And not only this, but it was other shootings as well, man. Florida school shooting was the only one. It was it was more school shootings that was happening like consistently. And and that's, when you look at it, it's out of the ordinary. Why would you have a school shooting in Florida, and then you have another school shooting, and then afterwards another school shooting, and then you had attempted school shootings that they say that they stopped, but that's the thing though. That's something that's out of the ordinary, and that's something to really examine and look at, which once again hence the reason why there's this once again pressure from above and pressure from below. All right, so the problem has been created, and you have a reaction, And now they have to come up with a solution, which they already did, man. And that's it ties into the agenda of the so-called elites. Okay. Now I got another slide that I want to get. Now this is the Hegelian Dialectic, which that's what it is. That's the term that is used for the methods that the wicked elites use to further their New World Order agenda. So this is Hegelian Dialectic. It says an interpretive method originally used to relate specific entities or events, which, case in point, the Florida school shooting. All right, and among other things, because I'm only using the school shooting as a recent example, because there's other examples like 9/11, and then you have other events that happened after 9/11, which created a problem or a reaction, and then came a solution. Okay. You had Sandy Hook, and then you have other events that I can't name off the top of my head, but certain things have happened to where they had no choice but to make up new legislation. All right. Now it says interpretive method originally used to relate specific entities or events to the absolute idea, in which some assertable proposition or thesis is necessarily opposed by an equally assertable and apparently contradictory proposition or antithesis. All right. So the mutual contradiction being reconciled on a higher level of truth by a third proposition, which is synthesis. All right. So once again, that ties into pressure from above, pressure from below. You have a thesis, antithesis, then you have a synthesis, which is a solution. Okay. So you have two opposing sides, and then the solution is created, but is in the benefit of their agenda. Okay. And it's like, once again, I gotta put the phone down. It's like it. It's like it. Like I said before, you have a thesis, antithesis, and then you have a synthesis. All right. Problem, reaction, solution, which ties into the New World Order agenda, man. Like I said before. Now, I want to go ahead and grab a few precepts. I had one in Isaiah the 29th chapter. This is verse 15. It says, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?" All right. So like it says right here, man, it says, who seeth us, who knoweth us, man. That's why, information like this is coming out right now, man, in these last days, revealing the wicked and the secret councils, which the people known today as either the Illuminati, the Bohemian Grove, which there's a government behind a government, all right, which consists of the bankers, which consists of the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers, the Morgans, all the banking families are in this the society or this council that is speaking about right here, the secret council. Okay. So it said, woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that works in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? All right. So we understand full well that, these things are happening. And actually, let me grab another slide, because I had another slide that I want to bring out. This is quoted by former President F.D. Roosevelt, right? So it said, in politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. And that's true. All right. If anything happens in politics, it doesn't happen by accident, man. And nothing, it doesn't come out of the blue like, oh man, we didn't expect this, It happens for a reason, because it was planned out that way, man. All right. Once again, to further the agenda of the so-called elites. That's why things happen. Everything is planned out. Everything is purposely planned out to meet their agenda. Okay? Which, once again, is their New World Order agenda. In which the New World Order agenda is everyone coming under one system and one umbrella. All right? That's why you have a Latin term called a pluribus unum, which means out of many one. That's why, once again, it's more evident that this place is Babylon the Great, because you go back to the Tower of Babel. Everyone was one language, one speech. Because at the Tower of Babel, that's what was going on. Everyone was one language, one speech, coming together to build this tower, which reached into the heavens. And that word Babel, right, it means in the Hebrew babal, which means confusion. Okay, and that's what this place is, man. It's confusion. And there are multiple reasons why this place is deemed as confusion, but that'll be another topic for another lesson. Let's go back into the scriptures. Now I got another precept. This is the book of Psalms, the 64th chapter. In the 5th verse, it says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? All right. Well, that's going back to what I just read earlier in Isaiah the 29th chapter. All right. This is talking about Esau. And not just your regular everyday Edomite that you see walking down the street with camouflage jacket and trucker hat, Edomite. No, it's talking about the higher ups, man. The sharks. Yeah, the sharks, man. All right, the wolves, the top dogs. Okay, so it said they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? It said they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. All right, so they thought this out all the way through. Okay, and that's how they are, man. These the ones that we dealing with, man. These are ones that have been illuminated on the left hand side, man. These are the oppositional forces that we face today, man. Okay, which that goes into another precept, which I'm going to get in a second. Because this precept says they accomplish a diligent search, in which they searched everything out, man. And they know who we are. They know our nationality. They know that we're the Hebrew Israelites. Right? And they have our records. So nothing is hid from this devil, man. Okay? See, I had another precept in my head, but it came and went just like that, man. And that's the spirit, though. It's just like the wind. But wow, it's like I'm gonna pull that back up again, because I don't know why my phone does that. I guess just say mess with my phone. But there's a Psalms, the 64th chapter in the 5th verse, said they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. All right. So like I said before, they thought everything through. All right. And I had another precept that I want to get. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, this is the one. Jeremiah, the 49th chapter, in the 10th verse. It said, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." All right. So right here, man, it says, "I have made Esau bare, man. I have uncovered the secret places," and he did that, man. The way that he uncovered the secret places of Esau is through the men of Great Millstone, started with the apostle elders on down, man. There's no other group that's bringing out this sort of information other than Great Millstone, man. All right. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna read this again. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered the secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." And he can't hide himself right now, man. Everyone is after this devil. All right. That's why they come. Yeah, you have guys walking up to the Rothschilds. Actually, somebody actually did that before, man. They walked up to the Rothschilds and try to interview them, man. All right.
You almost got it. Long one.
Long one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Slacky. But yeah, that's it was an interview that's someone tried to interview one of the Rothschilds, right? I believe it was David Rothschild. I believe it was Jacob Rothschild. Slacky. It was Jacob Rothschild. Someone tried to interview, and he kept denying the questions that he was asking them. And all eyes have been on the Rothschilds now. So this scripture right here where it says he shall not be able to hide himself, this is coming to pass, man. And his secret counsel and his everything that he's planned out is out in the open, man. Okay. It said his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right. But that's pretty much it on that, man. I had another precept, but like I said before, that precept came to my mind, and then it just escaped me just like that. But that pretty much is the point. Lord's will. You members of the Hope Elect were edified by this video. And you sincere Akim. And until next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Rahawa Kakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that are still to this very day continuing to